students, welcome to today's maths class, and today we'll do data handling. Our learning objectives are arithmetic mean, median, mode, bar graph, chances and probability. Data handling is the part of statistics and statistics the part of mathematics. In our previous class, we have dealt it with the various types of data. We have learned to collect the data, organize and tabulate it and represent it in the form of the bar graph. In this chapter, we shall review, revise and strengthen them. So, we shall learn how to collect the relevant data, organize and represent it in the form of frequency distribution table, draw bar graph and double bar graph. We shall learn three representative value, mean, median and mode of the given data. We shall also introduce the concept of probability. So, first is data. A data is a collection of the facts in the form of numerical figure to give some information, that is data. Next is observation. Each numerical figure in the data is called observation. Clear? Next is collection of data. Before collecting a data, we need a specific purpose, that is what we use it for. Means किस purpose के लिए use करें उस data को, then only we can collect appropriate data. Next is frequency. Frequency, the number of time the same observation occur is called as frequency. Means कोई भी observation कितने times repeat हुआ है, that is frequency. Next is range. The difference between the highest and the lowest value of observation of data, that is called range. Next is organization of data. The simplest way of organizing data is to arrange the numerical figure of the set of raw data in ascending or descending order. The arrangement is called array. Now, to become easy to understand for use, next is frequency of a particular observation. The number of time a particular observation occur in a set of data, that is called frequency of the observation. Consider the following marks scored by 40 students in the class in the test of 50 marks. So, now first it is very difficult to read data in this form. So, first we will rearrange these number in decreasing order, so we can get an organized form. Now, from the above, array gives us information that the largest marks are, largest means सबसे ज़्यादा marks कौन से हैं, 46, and the smallest marks that are 13, and range क्या हो जाएगी, 46 minus 13, that is 33 marks. Frequency of 41 marks and 37 marks is 4 each. Frequency of 31 marks is 3. Frequency of 45, 42, 40, 39, 38, 35 and 21 marks is 2 each. As the frequency of 41 marks and 37 marks is the largest, 41 and 37 are the most common marks. Clear? Next is frequency distribution. The above way is the long and the inconvenient for use. To make the procedure simple and short, we form the table by writing frequency of each observation starting from the lowest to highest. The process is called frequency distribution. We can see all the features of the data in the frequency distribution table at a quick glance. However, sometimes it's too become long. Now we'll take an example here. Weight in kg of 20 children in class as follow. So, here the weight of 20 children in kg is given here. So, write the conclusion you can reach by observing the data. So, first we will arrange the data in decreasing order. So, like this, we will arrange the data in decreasing order. Now, the conclusion, we will see the highest weight is 30 kg, lowest is 15 kg, the highest weight is double of the lowest weight. Clear? 3 students have the highest weight and only 1 student have the lowest weight. So, these are the conclusion we have drawn from the given data. Next is measure of the central tendency. There are other types of single values that used to represent the given data. Since all the values of some way or other represent the central values or the average value of the data, they are referred or measured as the central tendency. There are three types of measurement of central tendency. They are arithmetic mean, median and mode. First is arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is the most common representation of value of a group data. If two persons contain 3 liter and 5 liter of milk respectively, they both want to have the milk equally. What amount would each person have? The question indicates the arithmetic mean. In this case, the average arithmetic mean, total quantity of milk upon number of person. So 3 plus 5 upon 2, that is 4 liter. Thus each person would have 4 liter of milk. The number of observation may be more than 2. We will see the higher amount of milk, 5 liter, shared by the lower amount that show the representative value of 4 liters. Similarly, the lower amount of milk, that is 3 liter, is shared by the higher amount to show the representative value of 4 liter. Arithmetic mean of the given data is defined the sum of all values of the data divided by the total number of values. So mean क्या हो जाएगा? Sum of all observation upon number of observation. Now we'll take an example here. A batsman scored the following number of runs in 6 innings. So these are the run we have to find out the mean. So that is equals to sum of all observation upon number of observation. So total run upon innings. So runs को total करेंगे, that is equals to 282 upon 6 inning है. So 47. That is the mean. Clear? Next, know it. We see that the arithmetic mean lies in between the greatest and the lowest observation. The mean need not necessary to be the observation of the data. To find the mean, it is not necessary to arrange the data in ascending and descending order. Clear? Next is arithmetic mean of group data. In earlier section, we have learned to find the arithmetic mean of series of individual observation, also called the raw data. If the data consists of a large number of observations, we know it can be converted into frequency distribution. Let the frequency of an observation, that is x1, x2, x3 and xn, and frequency हो जाएगी f1, f2, f3, fn respectively. Then mean क्या हो जाएगा? f1 x1 plus f2 x2, f3 x3 till fn xn upon f1 plus f2 f3 till fn. Sigma fi xi upon sigma fi, where I, that is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 till n. Know it. This symbol is pronounced as sigma and it is used for the phrase the sum of. किसी के sum के लिए इसको represent करते हैं. Clear? Next is exercise 15.1. Find the mean of the following data. So we have to find the mean. Mean equals to total of observation 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus 15 upon number of observation. Number of observation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is equals to 63 upon 7. That is equals to 9. So mean क्या आ जाएगा? 9. Practice all the questions of this exercise. Next is median. Median is another measure of the central tendency or another way to express the whole data with the help of the representative number. Know it. Median of the group of observation is the value of the observation which divide the group into two equal halves. In order to find the median, arrange the data in increasing or decreasing order of magnitude. Let the total number of observations be n. Case 1. If the total number of term is odd, so median क्या हो जाएगा? 1 by 2 multiplied by n plus 1th observation. Case 2. If the total number of observation are even, then median equals to 1 by 2 n upon 2 observation plus n upon 2 plus 1th observation. We'll take an example here. Find the median of the salary of 9 workers of a company whose salaries are given below. So first we'll arrange the salaries in ascending order. So we'll get the number of observation n that are odd. 9 है, odd है. So median equals to 1 upon 2 n plus 1th observation. So 1 by 2, 9 plus 1 means 5th observation. Here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th observation is 300. So median क्या हो जाएगा? 300. Next is mode. Mode is defined to be the number which occur most frequently in the given data. For example, if we have data showing shoe size of the student of the particular class, we will find the majority of the sizes are the same as most of the students have the similar height. This number would be the mode of the data. Suppose weight in kg of 10 students in the particular class are given here. So we'll arrange the weight in ascending order. So this is how we'll arrange. Now the weight which occur the maximum number of time in the series, that is 35 kg. 1, 2, 3. So maximum number of time कौन सा हो रहा है? 35 kg. It occurs 3 times, which is more than the frequency of the occurring of any other weight. So the mode of the data is 35. Mode is usually used as a representative number in the given data has many identical values. That is why it is commonly used to represent shoe size, shirt size, etc. of the particular age group. Example लेते हैं. Find the mode. So first we'll arrange the data or the values in ascending order. Now mode of this data is 25 because 25 occur more frequently than the other observation. Clear? Next, mode of large data. Putting the same observation together and counting is not easy if the number of observation is large. In such case, we tabulate the data. Tabulation can be by putting tally marks and finding the frequency. So we'll take an example here. Find the mode of the following data. So this is our data. So we'll make a frequency table for it. Here are the numbers, tally bars and frequency. Number 12 occur 3 times. So 3 tally bars and the frequency is 3. Like this we'll make the frequency table. So here you can see number 15 that occur the highest number of time. So that is the mode of given data. Know it. The value of mean, median and mode always lies between the value of the lowest and highest observation. Exercise 15.2. Find the median of the following. So first we'll arrange the data in ascending order. So lowest observation, that is 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, again 8, 2 8s are there, and then 10. So we'll mark whatever number we have written, then 12, again 12, and then 15. Now total number of observation n are 10. So it's a even number. So median equals to 1 by 2 n plus 2 term plus n upon 2 plus 1 term. So that is equals to 1 by 2 n by 2. 10 by 2 means 5th term plus n by 2 again 5 plus 1 6th term. So that is equals to 1 by 2 5th term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is 8, and 6th term is also 8. So 1 by 2 multiplied by 16. So that is equals to 8. So our median will be 8. Clear? So practice all the questions of this exercise. Next is bar graph. A bar graph is a pictorial representation of the numerical data in the form of the rectangle of equal width and varying height. These rectangles are drawn either vertically or horizontally, keeping equal space between them. The height of the rectangle depends upon the number of representations. Next is know it. The following point must be remembered while making bar graph. The graph must have the title, the axis must be labeled, an appropriate numerical scale must be chosen with an equal interval. All bars must be at the same width. The space between the bars must be the same width. Now we'll take an example. The number of cars sold by the dealer during the months of the year are given below. Represent the data by the bar graph. Solution. Working steps are: on the graph paper, draw the horizontal line OX and the vertical line OY. These lines are called x-axis and y-axis respectively. Write the names of the one along OX axis and write the number of cars sold along y axis. Choose the suitable scale. One big division, that is equals to 20 cars. Now draw the bars of equal width and the various height according to the value. So cars sold in July, that is 200 divided by 20. So that is equals to 10 big division. Like this we'll find for other months also, and accordingly we'll draw the bar graph. Here on horizontal axis we have taken month, vertical axis we have taken number of cars sold. Clear? Next is to draw double bar graph. A double bar graph is drawn compared to related collection of the data at the same time. We'll take an example here. The maximum and minimum temperature of the various cities on the particular day of summer season were as follow. Plot the double bar graph using the data. So solution will take one unit as 5 degrees centigrade. Now we'll draw the bar on graph paper. So here on horizontal axis we have taken the cities, and here on vertical axis we have taken the temperature in degrees Celsius. So according to given value and chosen scale, 1 unit equals to 5 degrees centigrade. So this will show the maximum temperature and this bar will show the minimum temperature. This is how we will draw the double bar graph. Next, exercise 15.3. The given bar graph show the number of books sold by a bookstore during the 5 consecutive years. Read the bar graph and answer the question that follows. Scale: 1 centimeter equals to 10 books. So first question is about how many books were sold in 2014, 15 and 17. So 2014 we can see 300 books, 2015 500 and 2017 300. Like this, by looking at the bar graph you can easily answer the given questions. Clear? Next is chances. In our daily life, we often say, there is no chance of rain today. Probably tomorrow will be the sunny day. It is quite probable that India will win the World Cup this year. In all these statements, we are not sure about the happening of the event. There is an element of uncertainty associated with these statements because sure nahi hai, maybe it can happen and maybe not. Such types of event can be predicted with the help of the concept of probability. First is situations that are certain to happen. To draw a silver coin from the bag that contain silver coin only. Next, to draw a dice to get a number from 1 to 6. To draw a 1 rupee note from the bag containing 1 rupee note only. So that is the situation that is certain to happen, means ye to hoga hi hoga. Next is situation that are impossible. To get a card of green color from the packet of 52 playing cards. To throw a dice and get 7. To draw a ball from the bag containing 4 red balls and 4 green balls and get the blue ball. Next, the situation that is possible, that have the chances of happening. To draw a coin and get tail, to throw a dice and get 1, to throw a dice and get an odd number. So all these events may be possible or may not be. Next, note. The word die used as a noun mean cube, used in game. The word dice is the plural of the word die, is the singular, but many people use the word dice when they are talking about the single die. Next is type of chances. When we say about the chance of raining, we may also say how much chances are there of raining today, likely, more likely, less likely. Next, more likely. When we have the most of the apples and few oranges in the basket, it is more likely that we can pick up the apple without looking. Equally likely. If we toss a coin, it is equally like it can be tail or it can be head. या तो head आएगा या tail आएगा. Next is less likely. If it less likely that we will draw a card of color we wish from the 6 card and 6 different cards. Next, sometimes we call less likely as unlikely. We can arrange the situation of event on the basis of the chances of following order: certain, very likely, likely, equally likely, unlikely, very likely, and impossible. Next, tossing a coin. If we toss a coin, we cannot predict what will get correctly because we cannot find the predictable pattern for the head and tail. Clearly, there is no fixed pattern occurring, head and tail. We cannot get the head or tail according to our wish. If we toss the coin and put tally marks separately for head and tail and count the number of times head and tail comes up, we find different ratio as we increase the number of tosses, but we find that as the number of tosses get larger, 50 to 100, the ratio of outcome of head and tail become about 1:1. That is the equality likely to even chances. If we find the ratio, that is equals to number of times the head comes up upon number of times the coin is tossed. So it comes about 1/2. Next is throwing a die. When we throw a die in the game of Ludo or Snake of Ladder, we often wish to get the 6 of any particular outcome, but the die does not fall according to our wish. We cannot predict the number that will obtain each time. If we count the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming and count the separate with the tally marks, we find that the number of throw, the die get larger and get the fraction upon ratio, that is equals to number of times whether of the number of die coming up upon total number of times dice is thrown. So come closer to 1/6. Next is probability. Probability that tells us how likely something or some event to happen. The probability of an event is the ratio that compare the number of favorable outcome to the number of possible outcome. Study the following example to have the feel of probability. There is a cube marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 on its faces. Kavita throw the cube and want to know the probability of an even number to be shown on the cube. So we know there are 6 total possible outcome. या तो 1 आ सकता है, 2, 3, 4 या 5 या 6. There are 3 even numbers possible. So probability of even number that is equals to 3/6, that is 1/2. Thus the probability of showing even number is 1/2 or 50%. In general, probability that is equals to number of favorable event upon total number of possible event. Total number of possible event is also known as the sample space that may be represented by S. Next is know it. Probability of an event cannot be less than 0 and cannot be more than 1. Probability of a sure event is 1 and impossible event is 0. Next we will take an example. A dice is thrown one time, find the probability of getting prime numbers. So total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let E be the event of getting prime numbers. So prime number कौन से हो जाएंगे? 2 हो सकता है, 3 हो सकता है या 5 हो सकता है. So probability क्या हो जाएगी? 3/6, that is 1/2. Clear? Next is exercise 15.4. State whether the following: certain happen, impossible, can happen but not certain. 200 people can sit in a Maruti car. So that is not possible. Or we can write impossible. Clear? Next, summary. Data handling is a part of statistics and statistics is a part of mathematics. The data is the collection of fact in the form of numerical figures that give some information. The term central tendency refers to the middle value of the data. Mean is the average of the given data. Median refers to the value which lies in the middle of the data when data is arranged in ascending or descending order. Mode is the value of the variable which occur maximum time in the given data. Bar graph is the pictorial representation of numerical data in the form of rectangles of equal width but different heights. Probability means possibility of happening an event. Next is multiple choice questions. Take the correct option. The mean of first 5 whole numbers will be. So first 5 whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So mean क्या हो जाएगा? We'll add them together 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 upon 5. 4 plus 3 7, 2 9 and 1 10. 10 upon 5, that is 2. So A is the correct option here. So here we end the chapter. I hope you understand it well. Now you have to practice it.